more pars. This time, I picked out a specific set of videos. We're going to be doing the same thing that we did in the Dylan Hollis video here, where we are going to be watching a bunch of videos. Now, I would have opened up his actual like playlist of all his videos. Unfortunately, he didn't have one on his channel, and I couldn't find one. So I just went onto his channel and typed in bird and then pulled up 10 of his videos. So we're going to watch them today. So yeah, if you don't know who this is, more pars is... You probably do know who this is. More pars is the Australian fellow who pops up every now and then on your Twitter feed, or not your Twitter, on your TikTok or YouTube Shorts feed, and tells you all about yes, birds, and tells you all about like random terrifying things in nature. Okay, so yeah, sit back, relax. We're going to learn about birds. Can you see the bird in this picture? There's a bird in this picture, by the way. That is a very quiet sound.
That isn't a tree.
Can you see where it's not a tree? Yeah, it's pars.
It's a fucking bird.
Actually,
that isn't a tree.
It's actually two birds. It's actually two birds. Can you see the second bird? Okay, hold. I have to stay for this. Yeah, you do.
Fucking bird. Introducing the tawny frogmouth, a species of bird.
The tawny frogmouth.
Found in the land down under.
It looks so tired of your shit. It looks so tired. You can use... Yeah, I know. I always do that. Yeah, if you use the comma or the period, you can go back and forth. I knew that. How'd you get short to open and full player? I don't know. I just put it in my watch later thing, and I opened up in the watch later. So, there we go.
And Australia's very own avian equivalent of a maxed out Skyrim stealth build.
Except they don't do that part.
You may be thinking to yourself, well, it can't be that stealthy. I can see it.
Yep.
Yeah, you can. You can see that one. Did you see the one right fucking next to it?
Yeah. I saw that one.
Now, the important question is, why the fuck do these things have predator camo? Well, there's two reasons. First of all being, it's fucking Australia.
Uh-huh. Death Zoo.
You see, these bad boys are primarily nocturnal, staying on the move during the night and dive bombing unaware insects to meet their bulking goals.
Macros hit.
However, that means that during the day, they sleep. And in a country where at any point you can be bitten, mauled, stung, or fucking drop-kicked to death, laying down in the wrong spot can turn a short nap.
Australia is where they dumped all the scary shit. Yep, except for a couple things. A couple of them kind of broke containment. And some of the scary shit was man introduced.
Into the forever sleep. So, in order to prevent themselves from becoming an item on a snake's KFC order, these tactical
Ticky nuggy
chickens evolved the ghillie suit to basically allow them to fucking disappear. Being practically invisible.
This man is so good at editing. Like, so good at editing. Like, it's so fun. Like, he mastered the art of the short.
Visible allows them to unlock their second passive. Fucking DoorDash. You see, these guys are so fucking good at cosplaying a stick that not only do predators...
This was... I think this video came right after Dr. Disrespect got outed. I don't know if it was accidentally true. Now that I think about it, it might not have been accidentally. No, it wasn't accidentally. Oh, it was stupidly done. It was stupidly done. We're not going to be watching that video. That's one of his only long form videos that he's done in this kind of format. But it was a really good one. I watched it like 4 times. It's fun.
Mistake them for Groot. But so does their prey. And so, whenever they take a nap, they just leave their mouths open a little bit. And whenever some poor ant just tries to walk his way to work, he instead DoorDashes himself directly into its fucking mouth.
Consumed. That's a fun one. That's a good one. Just doop 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 doop, and dead.
This pigeon saved an entire army battalion.
Heroes never die.
Hey, Val, it's you. You're a pigeon. There's a spider with a neurotoxin that'll screw up primates, and only those. There's only one primate in Australia. That's fucking rude.
Hi,
Jack.
Introducing our protagonist, Cher Ami, a carrier pigeon who was in the employ of the US Army Signal Corps during World War I. You see, back in the oldie times, radio technology
Lol, shut up, free.
was kind of dog shit. So carrier pigeons were still the meta for DMing the homies memes over distance.
I can stick bug them out.
Which is how, in 1918, our feathered little shock trooper here ended up in France, with 500 US soldiers stuck 3 kilometers behind enemy lines, completely cut off from supply and reinforcement in a 7-day shootout. You see, Cher Ami's
Give the bird a gun.
battalion, juiced up on freedom and red crayons, had over
I'm sorry, but one more time.
a shootout. You see, Cher Ami's battalion, juiced up on freedom and red crayons, had overextended and become trapped,
The red crayons are the best ones, though.
surrounded on all sides by German soldiers. And to make matters worse, being stuck behind enemy lines meant they were now on the receiving end of US defense spending, being absolutely hammered with friendly artillery.
Oh, God! Crayons are a Marine's favorite snack. True.
Now, stuck as far away as they were, they would have had more luck using their radio as fucking nunchucks than a comms device.
Little free story. I actually had homemade nunchucks when I was a kid, and I think I did that to myself. That exact same thing.
So they began sending out carrier pigeons in an attempt to tell command to stop f***ing shelling them and help on the point. However, the Germans were having none of that shit and shot every single carrier pigeon the battalion sent out of the air like they were running an AIM Labs warm-up. Until only
Shot the bird.
one remained, Cher Ami. Desperate and rapidly running out of soldiers, the battalion wrote a
We are along the road parallel to 276.4. Our own artillery is dropping a barrage directly on us. For heaven's sakes, stop it.
message and attached it to Cher Ami,
Fuck him,
sending
lil'
him
bro.
into the air and watching him sail above the trees. And just when they thought he was clear, some f***ing sweat on the German side nailed him. The battalion watched in
Some fucking sweat. Oh no. Hey guys, check out this no scope.
horror as their last hope spiraled out of the sky. The bullet tore straight through Cher Ami's center of mass,
Poor buddy.
destroying one eye, punching a hole through his chest, and blowing off one of his legs.
You don't need a leg to fly, though.
And this giga chad of an animal tanked it.
Do you have any ibuprofen?
You have any ibuprofen?
I got a headache.
The Marine
Go, Jeremy, go!
Marines watched in awe as this mangled pigeon picked itself out of the mud and managed to fly clear of German fire. Cher Ami made it the whole way back to base, delivering the message and saving a total of 194 soldiers. Not
Damn! Pidgey was holding a focus sash. Yeah, exactly.
only did he get the job done, but he f***ing lived. He was granted one of the highest
Bird! Bang!
military honors the French army could provide and sent into retirement with his trainer. And when he eventually did pass several years later, he was preserved and
Wow, he was able to live several years afterwards. Damn! Little bird literally did have a focus sash on. That's impressive.
placed in the Smithsonian, where you can go see him today. There he is. Absolute f***ing legend.
Oh. There is no better tune for that. No better tune. All right. This bird sucks at being a bird.
Bird is attempting to reproduce with that man's head. But why? Well, this adorable little...
Look at the little buddy. Look at the little buddy. I legitimately thought its eyes were its nostrils for a moment. Not gonna lie, did not register that those were eyes.
guy is the kakapo. And the answer to
Kakapo. You know this guy?
the question basically boils down to the fact it fucking sucks at being a bird.
I'm like, what is it me for?
To begin with, its wings are fucking useless. The kakapo is...
Look how she's just holding this bird by the neck and he just looks so happy. He's just like, can I have a turn on the iPad, please? I would like some crab dinner for breakfast.
is huge, weighing in at 4 kilos.
Oh my god, that's an 8-pound bird. Oh my goodness. Warble, choke me harder.
Which is 2.5 kilos heavier than any other bird in the parrot family. Which is probably why the kakapo is literally the only parrot species on the fucking planet that can't fly.
I mean, there are a lot of parrots that just straight up choose not to fly, but those are mostly because they have their wings clipped or, they're, house birds and they have no need to fly. So they just kind of like bounce around like doofuses.
He is so rotund that he just hops along the ground. They also suck at reproducing.
Free clipping wings is not... I know it's not a choice. I'm not dumb. At least not by the bird. True.
See, in order to attract a mate, male kakapo will dig a hole, plant themselves firmly in it, and then start spamming vine
Holy, get his jello hat.
booms at the top of their lungs.
Wait, what was that?
8 hours a day, spamming vine hole, plant themselves firmly in it, and then start spamming vine booms at the top of their lungs 8 hours a day for 3 months at a time.
Oh my god. Some don't fly by choice. Others do fly by choice, but then they have to get their wings clipped because they don't want to get their things taken, get their nice home taken away. That's all.
The problem is their call is very low pitched, which means that while females can feel it from miles off, they can't pinpoint where it's coming from, so they end up alone. When this happens, the defeated male f***s off and attempts to mate with a rock. Or,
just the clapping sound was so funny.
as you saw at the beginning, a journalist's head.
You are being shagged by a rare parrot.
Frustration relief.
Now, by this point, you are probably asking yourself, how the fuck has it survived this long?
That's a very good question.
And the unfortunate answer is that it really fucking hasn't. See, the reason this feathered squeaky toy has evolved the survival instincts of a crusty sock is because it is only found in New Zealand, a place that naturally has no predators. None of
Dr. Disrespect every time. Every time.
of what I just said is a problem when you're basically playing on peaceful. Tragically, that little Union Jack in the corner of the New Zealand flag means it was colonised by the fucking British. So suddenly, there are cats, dogs, and early on, people trying to turn the poor thing into a KFC bucket, and its only defensive mechanism is standing still.
Oh no, it's got the deer defense. It's got the deer defense. It's like, oh, what to do with you? Oh, I do. Oh, you got me. You got me. What's a chicky nuggy? Why are you calling me a chicken nugget? I don't want to be a chicken nugget. No, okay, I guess I'm being a chicken nugget now.
Their population dropped as low as 49 birds.
Oh, damn.
And they are still...
Conservation efforts are ongoing. If you want to donate and help out, I'm going to put that... I'm going to pull up that link. Hold on. Yeah, here it is. If you guys want, I'll pin that one to the to there. I'm actually going to put that into the video as well. It is actually still a thing. It is indeed still a thing.
Critically endangered to this day. Certified British Empire moment.
British Empire POV.
This bird
It's coming. This is all mine now. All mine. Goodbye.
can straight hit you with a Mortal Kombat fatality.
Yep.
Introduce.
Remember when I was talking earlier during Goblin Slayer and saying anyone whose favorite bird is the cassowary, there's something wrong with them? We're about to find out why.
The cassowary, a species of ratite native to the land down under. And for once, guys, it's not venomous. Can still flatline you, though.
Cassowary is the world's most dangerous bird.
And I'm going to tell you how. You see, these neon
Violently.
chickens belong to the same family of birds as the emu, and as such share their impressive size, coming in at a solid 79 kilos and growing up to 6 feet tall.
That's a big bird. That's a real big bird. Also, free story about emus. No, we're not going to talk about the emu war. So we might talk about the emu war later, but only because emus were brought up because they're cousins of the cassowary. Anyway, I actually got to see emus in real life. My mom used to actually like raise chickens and all that, and we actually went to one of her friends' place in order to pick up a bunch of chickens, and they actually had a whole bunch of different birds. I can't remember half of them, but they had a pair of emus. And I was like, oh man, those birds are, the emus are so cool. Why do you have them locked up and all that? Were the emus war vets? Probably not. We were in Canada. But, and all the other birds were able to wander around and all that. And she kept these birds in a little, like, in their own little barn sort of thing. It was a very tiny thing, like a bedroom-sized barn, and they were just kind of vibing in there. I was like, why did they just hang out on there? I was itty-bitty at that point. And she said, oh, that's where they prefer to be, and nothing will ever bother them in there. I'm like, no animals will go in there? And she was like, yeah, oh, animals will go in there. I once saw a porcupine go in there. There was nothing left. There was nothing left of the porcupine. So yeah, that's kind of fucked up. Those emus fucked that thing up right the hell up. And it was a porcupine.
The short kings in my audience could, in theory, mount these things like a chocobo. But what makes them stick out from emus? Well, you see, the cassowary is basically a spec ops emu, being twice the weight, highly territorial, and most importantly, coming with a combat knife strapped to their foot. That's right, this is a cassowary claw, and it's the reason they can hit you with a fighting game finisher. You see, these claws are a full 5 inches long.
Modern day raptor.
And you know what I mean? Honestly, 5 inches, way too big for anything, and especially if it's something that's going inside me. And if you anger
Ayo?
the tactical assault turkey, that is exactly what you're gonna get, as their go-to defense method is to kick you square in the gut with that kitchen knife and attempt to disembowel you. And I mean, even if the kick doesn't put your insides on the outsides, that kick is still going to send you flying, which can cause some fairly major problems. Problems like the incident that occurred in 2012, where I you not, a cassowary ran up behind a random tourist
That is such a good meme.
Well,
that
where I you not, a cassowary
hi.
ran up behind
I love this animation so much. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs is a treasure.
a random tourist, hit the heavy attack button, and kicked the guy down a small cliff into the ocean.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
I mean, luckily he survived, but the fact that I live in a country where
That's
at
good.
any point
That's good. He survived. I'm so glad about that.
I could be hit with a sneak attack by a kaiju turkey is f***ing terrifying. Oh,
The kaiju turkey.
a lot of people are scared of snakes.
Mm-hmm.
But have you ever wondered what snakes are scared of? The answer is this f***ing bird.
I was wondering how this video got in here. I'm like, what? Why are we talking about snakes? I thought I only got bird videos. Yeah, this thing.
Introducing the secretary bird, native to the continent of Africa, and a prime example that being a hater pays off. Coming in at 1.3 meters tall and 4.
Is it crazy that this bird, which is like, how tall? 4'3", a 4'3" bird is only a pound heavier than the parrot. It's only a pound heavier than the kakapo. That is crazy.
4.27 kilos in weight, this lanky turkey has been purpose-built, nay, expertly fucking engineered by the gods themselves.
Let me cook.
With the
Let him cook.
sole purpose of violating the ever-loving out of any garden hose that so much as looks at it the wrong way.
Oh my god, that's a violent picture. We're just gonna keep moving. Venom hose violate.
You see, these bad boys are birds of prey, but
Wait. What birds we got here? We got the falcon, the eagle, the secretary bird, owl, and the hawk. Are those two? Did I get those two switched? I don't know.
unlike their cousins in the same category, they are primarily terrestrial, which means they spend most of their time on the ground. This is because their preference for diet is sentient slithering sausages. However,
I like the sausage. Good bratwurst is always tasty. Sausage.
with this thing being
Don't take that out of context.
endemic to Africa, their preferred meal also just happens to include some of the deadliest predators.
Again! Don't challenge me.
On the fucking planet. Does this stop the secretary bird? No, mate. Despite
If anything, it's a challenge.
having no natural venom resistance, these absolute fucking gigachads will eat cobras, boom slangs.
So, come on. Are we backing up? Okay, fine.
These absolute fucking gigachads will eat cobras,
Largest venomous snake
boom
makes you bleed out.
slangs, and black
Straight up kills you.
mambas without breaking a sweat. But how do they hunt these things without getting bitten? Simple. They just kick the fuck out of them. You see, those
Slam.
long-ass legs aren't just for show, as a secretary bird is capable of accurately
Oh my god. This is a terrible shot. Oh my god.
herb stomping a snake's head into the ground with a force equal to 5 times their fucking body.
Was that really the appropriate picture in this situation? Is this really the appropriate picture?
Weight. So when a secretary bird fancies a bite to eat, they start out by stomping the ground around dense vegetation. This causes snakes in the area to poke their heads out of their houses to see what the f is going on. The snake then looks up in horror as the secretary bird locks onto him, sprints over at Mach 9, and then... This
Just beat the shit out of it. You know what? I'm okay with this bird. That's a good bird. I like that bird.
bird is a vampire.
Da-da-da, da-da-da-da.
Introducing the vampire ground finch, native
Okay.
to the Galapagos Islands, and a great example of the horrifying affronts to the universe that evolution can produce.
Look at its beak. It is just coated in blood. That's fucked up.
When it decides to do a little trolling. Now you see, at first glance, this is the most boring vampire you can possibly imagine. Coming
Okay.
in at a measly 12 centimeters and a
Itty
mere
bitty.
20 grams in weight.
Ooh, that's kind of small.
Rocking
Itty bitty bird. Itty tiny bitty beard.
a feather pattern I can best describe as a Minecraft dirt block, and as it
You're not wrong.
turns out, the bastards that wrote Twilight lied to me because it doesn't even fucking sparkle.
Give me the glitter and I'll fix that for you.
This is the skin of a killer bell.
So if it's missing fangs, angst, a cape, and the funny accent,
You must bounce on it.
Bounce on it, Dio.
how does it qualify as a vampire? Simple. Drinks a shitload of blood. You see, most birds eat seeds and insects, and while
Yeah.
the vampire finch can eat those too, there is a problem. They live on an island, and that island is very small. In fact, they're only found on 2 of the Galapagos Islands,
The Darwin and Wolf Islands. I did not even know those existed. Well, I knew the Darwin Island existed, I think.
and small islands means a far smaller amount of that food to go around. To the point where these finches can't rely on it as their sole source. Which for a bird usually isn't a problem, because, you know, they don't need a plane ticket to just f off and fly somewhere. However, as the
Yeah, I was about to ask, why doesn't it just, not go over to a island that has, more things?
name suggests, the vampire ground
Oh, is it a flightless bird?
finch can't fly for shit. So, how
Okay, so it can probably fly just really short distances.
do they get their food? They suck it out of someone that can. This, don't laugh,
The blue-footed booby.
is the Nazca
Oh.
booby.
I was close.
Hey, stop giggling back there. Another species
No. Ah!
of bird native to the islands. They are very strong flyers that feed on fish. They also nest on the islands, which is where our feathery Nosferatu comes to play.
Hello, my friends.
You see, when the boobies... Stop.
Genuinely struggling.
Stop giggling. Come to roost, the vampire finch will sneak over and hop onto their back. Then, using their razor-sharp beak, they will
Violence.
poke a very small, borderline painless hole into one of the bird's flight feathers.
Oh my god. So we were lied to. Chickens aren't the only ones who can't fly. Oh no, there's lots of birds that can't fly. I don't know if that was actually something that people thought were true.
Once the blood is flowing freely,
Corn cares not from where the blood flows. Insert Wudang. Wudang!
the vampire finch gorge themselves on it. See, as it turns out, blood
Yum, yum,
is
yum, yum, yum,
macro-friendly. And considering these things are living creatures, they just make more blood. In essence, giving the vampire finch an infinite food source. In fact, they can get so much blood from these birds, it is not uncommon to see multiple finches sucking from the same booby.
Multiple finches sucking from the same booby. That's so bad. Sorry, I thought it was chickens and penguins. Chicken, penguins, cassowaries, the secretary bird, I'm pretty sure can't fly. Ostriches, emus, turkeys, there's a few. I generally had to do 5 takes.
I can't say that shit without crap.
I want to suck on your boobies. Greet and ings, Mr. Slam. Hello, Zagrit the Dragon VT. Hello, welcome in, and thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Oh, and you made everybody jump, and somebody got themselves a dum-dum give me gum-gum.
This bird has to rearrange its organs and skeleton just to lay an egg.
Kiwis. Kiwi's another one. It's in the same family as ostriches.
This cute little guy is
Look
the
at the little
kiwi
guy.
bird, a species of ratite native to New Zealand this time, and the absolute poster child for getting cucked by evolution.
It's in the chair. Get your own gum-gum, Easter Island. Poor New Zealand birds. True.
You see, this walking featherball is actually directly related to the emu, ostrich, and cassowary, being a member of the same family of flightless birds. However,
Yeah. You got some big shoes to fill, and you're just an EB baby bird.
there is a problem. You see, the rest of the Kiwis' bloodline actually looked up a build guide before picking their stat spread.
They're like, okay, we're going to be focused on sprinting. We're going to be focused on shanking. We're going to be focused on just being big. What are you going to focus on, Kiwi? Being adorable? That's not going to get you very many levels. Oh, but I'll be adorable.
And as such, made sure to trade the whole flying thing for something useful.
The London bin knife.
All of his cousins specking into speed, size, and some kind of offensive capability.
So that leaves the question, what did the Kiwi pick to make up for not
Adorable.
flying? Absolutely f***ing nothing.
It's cute. That's it. That's all it got.
Kiwis are tiny in comparison to their relatives, coming in at only 4 kilos in weight.
About the same as the kakapo. Kakapo. Yeah, I was close.
And 50 centimeters tall. This is because Kiwis evolved largely on an island with no natural predators, so they downsized and traded out the knife feet and bloodlust for just being a little guy with a good
Just a big little guy, just a little fella, just a little cuddle bug, just a little friend.
attitude, which honestly worked pretty well for them until the British did British things, and now they have to deal with cats and dogs trying to eat them. And
I think Pars has a thing against the British. I don't know why.
considering this build was
Level 9, Vigor 11, Mind 12, Endurance 11, Strength 11, Dexterity 14. I mean, yeah.
not designed for PvP, they have been clapped so hard by invasive species that they are now unfortunately an endangered animal. But
Oh, is that another? SaveTheKiwi.nz. I'll make sure to put that link in there. I'm going to grab all of his links and throw them into the description of the video.
getting shafted by the British is just the beginning of the generational violation of the Kiwi, because these poor feathered fruits can't even reproduce without getting f***ed over. You see, the Kiwi bird's cousins are famous for laying huge eggs. I'm talking hit your protein macros in one meal-sized eggs, and you would think that is because they are large. And you would be wrong, because their vertically challenged cousins have to lay eggs the same.
This poor little shit. This poor thing.
Size.
A kiwi bird lays eggs 20% the size of their body. With the egg being so bloody large, it rearranges.
That is just horrifying. Why would it evolve this way? Why? Do they just come out as full-grown kiwis?
Their internal organs and stretches their rib cage just to be able to hold the thing. For reference, that is like a human.
It lays about 100 eggs in their lifetime. Average lifespan of a kiwi bird. They can live anywhere from 25 to 50 years. So that's like 2 to 4 eggs a year. Oh my God. Oh, buddies. Oh, little guys. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that happened.
Giving birth to a 15-kilo child. That's not a bun in the oven anymore. That's a whole f***ing bakery. This
Oh, man, that is... Why? Why? Those in power, why would you do that? You guys are rude.
Tiny bird killed a man. But how? Well, you see, this is an Australian magpie. And why, yes,
Other sources say 1 to 2 eggs a year. Still not fun, I imagine. Probably not. Nope, probably still not.
It is found in Australia. How could you fucking tell? But despite sharing a postcode with all the other Dark Souls enemies down here, they're actually pretty chill little guys. They got no poison, they aren't hiding a mouthful of teeth, and considering they're the length of a ruler and weigh less than a kilo, they can't pick you up and fly off with you. On top of that, they're actually really intelligent and often will form bonds with people who feed them. Most of this, however, immediately gets thrown out the window during the magpie's nesting season. Or, as it is better known down under, fucking swooping season.
Ah, yes. So, another story from past 3 days. I was part of the cadets, which is Canadian Scouts, but more military based. Okay? And when I went to our summer camp, there was actually there was one time there on the parade square, there was a bird's nest right at the parade square where we did, you know, all our drills and we did all our gatherings and that sort of thing. There was a bird's nest there. And there was a very defensive bird. I think it was a crow. I'm pretty sure it was a crow. Or whatever one is bigger. Maybe the raven? I'm not sure. It was a big bird. It was a bigger dark bird. They literally had to put a sign up that says, "Watch for swooping bird," because the little fucker was just defending its territory. The bigger one's the raven? I always forget. So yeah, no, yeah. Birds are territorial little shits.
See, because half of our wildlife would gladly turn magpies and their eggs into KFC, the second they build the nest, a switch flips in their brain and every single fibre of their being is devoted to aggressively defending the nest like they're a unit in a fucking tower defense game. Because if you step within around 50 meters of it,
oh my god,
they will lock onto you and dive bomb you at Mach 5 and try to peck your eyes out over and over and over again until they run you off.
He gets some good mileage out of that monkey picture. Where is it? Yeah, he gets some good mileage out of this picture. Run, kid, run!
And this behaviour is how in 2019, magpies caught a fucking manslaughter charge.
Wait, what? Okay. Little Rock City Police.
Yeah, one day, a 76-year-old man was riding his bike through a park in Wollongong. A park that contained a magpie nest. The magpies took exception to this and started swooping him. And they swooped him so hard that he careened off course, crashed the bike, and fucking died.
Oh no. Damn. Little birds collecting bodies, my god. What? Hey, did you enjoy that? Was it funny? Well, come and check it out live over on twitch.tv/freeform_art. Make sure you put the _art. We have lots of fun there. We enjoy ourselves and we want to see you over there. So come on and hang out. See you in a bit.